Hey, how you doing? So it's come to my attention a lot of you guys don't know how to change a tire. You guys might be thinking, what do I need to change a tire for? I've got AAA or I've got Geico. Well, I'm about to explain to you why. Because first off, the tire doesn't care when it blows. And it usually blows at the worst time. 2 o'clock in the morning, you and your girl are going home from somewhere, and then you wind up on the side of I-4. There's a bunch of drunk maniacs coming by. And if you think you're going to get a AAA truck at 2 in the morning, or a regular tow truck, which is going to cost you hundreds of dollars to change your tire, go ahead and keep dreaming. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to help you out. I'm going to show you how to change the tire. I'm going to show you how to do it fast, because you got to move fast. You don't want to be on the side of the road waiting for a truck for an hour, because there's a lot of creeps out there too that are curious why that car is sitting on the side of the road. So you don't want to be in that kind of situation. So first thing first is you got to get up, you got to get ready, and you got to make sure you got a clear path when you get out of the car. Now I'm going to change this left front one, right? And I'm going to put the spare on, but this could be applicable towards any kind of situation with the tires. So, first thing first, I like to do work with my hat on. When you get your hat on, you're serious and you're ready for work. So I'm ready for work now, right? Second thing is pop your trunk. And for those of you who don't know, your spare tire is underneath this little cover right here, right? It's always there. Most times it's bolted down. This one's been changed so many times it doesn't matter. So you want to be a man and you want to grab this thing out of here with one hand like that, right? Now you're ready to rock and roll. We're going to come back and get the tools. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this spare tire underneath the car in case the jack busts, right? Because there's probably cars going by me 80, 90 miles an hour like this way while I'm trying to live and change a tire and get my lady off the side of the road here. So, you got to get ready and you got to move fast. So you need your jack, right? You need your jack crank, and you need your lug wrench. Are you ready to rock and roll? So come over here. So check it out. First things first, your jack's going to have a little notch right here. And the reason that has that is because most times there's a diagram on a car. It'll show you where to lift the car up. You can't just randomly shove this thing underneath here, right? So if you get down here and it's like that, just jack it up with your hand, save yourself a little bit of trouble and time and energy, and look underneath the car, and you're going to see this nub underneath here. It's pretty easy to see. That's why that thing is grooved, right? So you take it up by hand on that nub to make sure it's on there. Now the fun begins, because this is a good time right here. There's cars about 10, 15 feet behind me, driving by drunk, not caring in the world about me sitting on the side of the road. My flasher's on, right? So I got this thing in here. I got it hand tight. All right. Now, a lot of times these little scissor jacks, 9% of cars have these scissor jacks. A lot of times you don't want to take them up too high. So I carry a piece of wood in my car. Give myself a little bit of elevation. Because you never know. This is my son's beautiful Toyota Avalon XLS that he left me when he went off to the Army. This is the OG car, so I just want to let you know this is applicable to any automobile out there. So now you're ready to go, right? So those of you who don't know, this is the wrong cranker. Hang on, I got 2 jacks back here. Here's the right cranker. This is a hook cranker, right? Hooks into this hole right here. Now, I'm only going to lift it up just a little bit. I'm not going to take it all the way up. I'm going to explain to you why. I'm going to take it about halfway up because I'm going to take the weight of the car, the pressure off of these lugs. Because with a couple thousand pounds sitting on the wheel, when you go to pull the lugs off, there's a lot of extra pressure. Plus, this gives me an opportunity to shove my spare underneath the car in case this wonderful scissor jack decides to flop on me on I-4, right? So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to break these lugs. About halfway up. I like to go a little bit higher, but we're going to leave it like that for right now. So we're going to take these lugs and we're going to bump them. Now remember, lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. This is an awkward bitch. So, when you get in a situation like this, what you can do is center your foot on this and pop it like that. You just grab one of the bottom of the fender. Because it's going to be hard. Pop, right? So all you gotta do is pop. Pop. Right? Boy, now you know what I'm saying. We got one more. So this is good stuff. You need to know this. All right, so I broke them loose, but I didn't break them, right? I'm not gonna take them all the way off because I still gotta lift this fucker up.
Go.
All right, so I switched jacks. I got the right jack for the car. You can see I got it up in the air. You don't want to lift it up too high. All you need is about an inch or two to reel that tire off, right? I busted my lugs. They're ready just to come off by hand. See, I got about an inch or two below there. You don't need to crank it all the way up. This is kind of the boring part, but it helps if you use it with the tool instead of your fingers. The tool's a lot faster. Take your lugs and get them out of your work side. Right? Now the second I'm gonna grab that spare, I'm gonna sit on it. Because I'm gonna pivot. Excuse me, I'm gonna take this tire. I'm gonna sit on it because I'm gonna use my feet to position the tire into place. All right. So, you know, don't mind the semis coming by you 900 miles an hour behind you. Don't worry about your girl complaining and stuff. You just let her know that you're saving a damsel in distress and you got this, right? From what I understand, this also raises your testosterone levels, but I could be wrong about that. I'm feeling pretty beefy right now, so maybe it does work. All right, so I got all my lugs off. Here's what I like to do. You do what you want to do. I'll just grab it in the middle. I'll lift this bastard off. And I'm gonna set it down like a seat because I'm gonna use my spare now. Let's pick it right up. It ain't that heavy. It'll be all right. It'll live. All right. I'm gonna wriggle it in there like that. I mean, you can reposition it like that if you want to. I caught myself. There's some nice blood for you. Blood's good. It means you're working hard. The reason I'm sitting on this is because I'm going to use my feet. I'm going to use my feet so I can adjust this tire in the position I want it in. And so now hold it with your foot like that because it's going to want to swing off. What I do is I just put a couple threads on there long enough to get it close. Now what you want to do is you don't want to go one after the other one. You want to go one every other one. I'll explain to you why in a minute. Did you get that blood? All right. So every other one, finger tighten it down there. We're not going to snug it up or anything. We're just getting it on there. Here's my last lug. What'd you do with my lug? There he is. All right. So, finger this one in. My trusty jack handle. Where the hell that went? Where's my trusty jack handle? Oh, I think it's back here. Oh, where the heck is it? Turn that off. It's over here. Handle. Remember, lefty loosey, righty tighty. So we're tightening this time. So we're going to spin it clockwise. Start at the top and then do the bottom one, right? Go here, do this one. Now we're going to go every other one. Here, here, here. And watch how it sequences up, you see? Now I'm on this one. Here. I'm only snugging it in there. I'm not making it super tight. Right. I just want to snug it. Give it a little pop. Tire ain't going nowhere. A little pop. Right? Technically you could drive like this, but you don't want to. You just don't want to. Trust me on that. Alright, so I got these things snugged on there. I'm gonna lower this thing down. I don't need to put this underneath there anymore because I'm going down, I'm not going up, and I'm not doing work. I like to sit down on the tire. I mean, you got your good clothes on. You probably don't want to sit on the tire. But when it's 2 a.m. and you want to get the heck off the highway, you got to do what you got to do. It's either that or you squat like kung fu. I prefer to sit. Same deal, lefty loosey, righty tighty. We're loose, so we're going backwards. counterclockwise. Sometimes these things are stubborn, like this one. But I got him. All right. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. You do what you want to do. I personally, as far as this tire goes, I would just get it off the road. I wouldn't put it underneath the thing because you're gonna have to take it back out to get it fixed anyway. Take him, slap him in there, get my tools, let's go home. All right, so I hope that helps you. If you got any questions, you got any comments, I'll put my email in there for you. You can hit me up, but you can thank me later if you and your lady ever break down at 2:30 in the morning on Interstate 4, all right? Have a nice day. Appreciate it.